this juncture, I'll ask us to stand up so that the DJ will play the national anthems for the two countries. Thank you. I would like to first and foremost begin by conveying the apologies of the PS, but nonetheless, I'll endeavor to read his speech verbatim. His Excellency, the Ambassador of China to Uganda, the representative of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, our Minister of State for Works, the PS Minister of Foreign Affairs, now turned into my colleague, directors, representatives from ministries and agencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I greet you all, our esteemed guests, and I wish to extend to you the warm welcome to the Ministry of Works and Transport Headquarters for today's celebration, marking the handover of 70 new maxus D90 vehicles generously donated by the government of the People's Republic of China to the government of Uganda. These additions substantially expand the existing fleet of 70 maxus D90, which were previously donated for the G77 summit that was slated for 2019, and these are meant to supplement this fleet. The government of Uganda, through my ministry, has also procured an additional 30 vehicles of the same brand, slated to arrive later this month. I further wish to extend our sincere gratitude for the significant contributions by the People's Republic of China to our transportation sector, more so in road construction, road equipment supply, and motor vehicle provision. These maxus, these 90, which are parked right in front of you, are known for their advanced engineering. They are set to play a critical role in the VIP transportation during the forthcoming summits and other state functions that are bound to take place. More so about these maxus D90, they feature a powerful 2000cc or what they refer to as 2-liter turbocharged engine and a 6-speed automatic transmission for robust performance. Advanced safety elements like adaptive cruise control and autonomous emergency braking ensure secure travels for all our VIPs. It's quite luxurious, as you'll witness, spacious interior, and a state-of-art infotainment system which promises a premium experience when you're riding in this car. A touch screen and a charging system, amongst other features, showcase its sophistication. Importing brand new vehicles like the maxus D90 is paramount, as they ensure optimal performance and safety standards, in contrast to the reconditioned vehicles which often lack proper mechanical assessment. To ensure optimal performance and longevity of these vehicles, it's essential for all stakeholders, that is namely government entities, private institutions, non-government organizations and individuals, to prioritize regular servicing for efficient operation. In the case of these new maxus vehicles, SAIC Motors has arranged for their after-sales maintenance. This maintenance plan begins with a thorough PDI, that's pre-delivery inspection, and SAIC will partner with the local company, Messrs. Wamuko, to manage the ongoing maintenance of these vehicles with a specific focus to adhering to the warranty provisions. This concerted effort is particularly valuable considering the crucial role these SUVs play in transporting VIPs during the summits, state functions, and other visits. I once again express my profound gratitude for the generous donation, now totaling to 140 maxus D60, which when you add on the ones procured by the 30, will make a total fleet of 170 vehicles. The solidarity of the People's Republic of China in supporting Uganda's development through high-quality vehicles and infrastructure is immensely valued. A special thank you to Your Excellency, the Ambassador, and our esteemed guests for gracing this momentous occasion. It is now my singular honor and pleasure to invite my colleague, the PS Minister of Foreign Affairs, to address this august gathering. Thank you very much for listening to me and for your attention. May you be blessed.
Minister of State for Works, Your Excellency, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Uganda, my colleague, represented by Mr. Tony Kavuma, colleagues, government officials, diplomats here present, and the staff from the Chinese Embassy, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen, a good morning to you all. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and indeed on my own behalf, I welcome you to this handover ceremony. I convey sincere apologies from the Honorable Odong Jeje Abakar, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, who is unable to be here with us. He is attending another function at State House Entebbe. He conveys his sincere apologies. Honorable Minister and His Excellency the Ambassador, our gathering here today is very significant in a number of aspects. It's a demonstration of the excellent bilateral relations between Uganda and the People's Republic of China, which have spanned over 60 years. It is also part and parcel of the support of the government of the People's Republic of China that they have extended to the government of Uganda over the years. On behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, we are always grateful to the excellent collaboration the Ministry with the Embassy of the People's Republic of China, and by extension, the relations between the two governments. Honorable Minister, for many years, the government of the People's Republic of China has extended support to Uganda in many ways, including construction of physical infrastructure. And I'm sure you know that better than I, because you're responsible for this physical infrastructure. Our own ministry, as well as the twin building housing the Office of the President and the Office of the Prime Minister, we are constructed through grants by the government of China. Once again, we thank you for those offers, and a lot more of such projects have been constructed through similar arrangements. With regard to transport equipment support, this is the second time, as my colleague has mentioned, the government of Uganda is receiving a fleet of vehicles. It will be recalled that during the preparations of the third South Summit, which had been scheduled to take place in 2020, indeed the government of China donated 70 vehicles to support the transportation arrangements for the summit then. Since the summit was postponed due to COVID-19 pandemic, these vehicles have been under the care of the Ministry of Works and Transport, and they are in good condition. Honorable Minister, when preparations for the 19th Non-Aligned Movement and 3rd South Summits commenced, it was agreed to hold them back-to-back in a back-to-back format. The National Organizing Committee identified transport as one of the major challenges that needed to be addressed. It was determined that the government-owned fleet would not be adequate or sufficient to cater for the transport requirements of the two summits. Accordingly, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs was given the responsibility to once again engage our friends, the government of China, through the embassy, on account of our strong relations, to explore the possibility of additional support with our vehicles. Gratefully, the government of China agreed once again to support our request with a donation of the additional 70 vehicles that we are here to receive this morning. I would like to highlight, however, that unlike the first donation for the 3rd South Summit, the current donation was provided through a cooperation model under the Global Development Initiative, whereby the government of China would donate the 70 vehicles we are here to receive. And as my colleague mentioned, the government of Uganda would be responsible for procuring an extra 30 vehicles. And I'm glad to report that all these conditions have been met. As he has mentioned, the extra 30 vehicles will be here before the end of this month. In this regard, I wish to thank all the government ministries, departments, and agencies with whom we have collaborated to execute and complete this exercise. These include, in particular, the Office of the President, the Ministry of Works and Transport, the Ministry of Finance, Planning and Economic Development, and the Uganda Revenue Authority. As I conclude my remarks, allow me to say a very big thank you to the Ambassador, Your Excellency. We want to thank you, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China, and your staff for your efforts that ensured that these vehicles are indeed manufactured in good time and they are delivered in time for the two summits. We have had several engagements, several meetings, consultations along the way, and I am glad that all that is being concluded this morning with the handover of the vehicles. With that, I thank you all for listening, for God and my country. Thank you very much. I will now take this singular honor to invite His Excellency Zhang, our ambassador, the ambassador of the People's Republic of China, to come and indeed address us.
Honorable Musa Ekweru, State Minister for Works, Honorable Minister Vincent Baggery, the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Honorable Minister Bagaya Wesawa, the PS of the Ministry of Works and Transport, distinguished guests, and ladies and gentlemen, very good morning to all of you. It is indeed my great honor to co-host the ceremony with your honorable ministers here today to hand over a new batch of 70 vehicles to Ugandan government for the successful host of the 19th NAM Summit and the 3rd South-to-South Summit. China supports Uganda, continuously playing its big role in regional and international affairs, and the handover of the 70 vehicles is the latest example of China's unwavering support to Uganda. China will dispatch some experts of 2 teams to Uganda next month to train the Ugandan technicians and drivers and provide maintenance service for our protocol vehicles. China firmly supports Uganda in hosting the 19th NAM Summit and the 3rd South-to-South Summit. A high-level delegation of China will represent the country to attend the summits. I believe and wish the summit will be a grand event for developing countries to enhance solidarity and achieve development together. And I also firmly believe that it will further increase the influence of Uganda in international affairs. I wish the summits a full success. Honorable ministers, distinguished guests, Uganda is China's good friend, good partner, and good brother, and a comprehensive cooperative partner in Africa. President Xi Jinping and President Museveni have met many times, and the two leaders have regular communications by exchanging of letters and messages to draw a blueprint for the development of bilateral relations, reach important consensus on strengthening bilateral cooperation and injecting impetus for development of China-Uganda relationship. Under the strategic leadership and the guidance of President Xi Jinping and President Museveni, the bilateral relations are reaching the best time in the history. The political trust, mutual trust between us has been enhanced continuously. Pragmatic cooperation has been fruitful in many aspects, which deliver tangible benefits to the peoples of the two countries. Over the past 60+ years since the establishment of diplomatic ties between our two countries, no matter how the international landscape has evolved, the China-Uganda relations have remained rock solid. China would like to work with Uganda for closer exchanges at all levels and in various fields, continue to deepen political and strategic mutual trust, consolidate the foundation of bilateral ties. Not long ago, the Deputy Chairman of the National People's Congress of China, His Excellency Lushan Jiangchun, paid a successful visit to Uganda and had in-depth and fruitful discussions with His Excellency President Museveni and the leadership of Ugandan Parliament on bilateral relations and legislative cooperation. The visit will play a positive role in promoting bilateral relations and deepening practical cooperation, and will be of great significance in enhancing the exchanges between the parliaments of our two countries. China commends Uganda's firm commitment of adhering firmly to the One China principle, appreciates Uganda's firm support on issues bearing on China's core and major concerns. China supports Uganda in maintaining national stability, exploring development paths according to its own conditions. China supports Uganda in opposing external interference and hegemonic and bullying, and defending its sovereignty, independence, and territorial integrity. Thank you. China would like to further strengthen the synergy of development strategies, enhances complementarity and practical cooperation in all areas with Uganda. Today, I also would like to take this opportunity to let my dear friends here know that all the projects in a project pool of 9 programs of China-Uganda cooperation have been launched, and under the framework of FOCAC, we will work even closer to advance these projects to the desired goals. Thank you. The new session of the FOCAC Forum will be held in China in the coming year, 2024. China is ready to work with African countries, including Uganda, to jointly host a successful session of the forum. take our pragmatic cooperation to a new level. Honorable Ministers, in recent years, China and Uganda continuously strengthen the cooperation in international and regional affairs. Our coordinations in international arenas has been excellent and active. China and Uganda are both developing countries and are major forces for multilateralism. China will continue to strengthen strategic coordination with Uganda on the multilateral platform, such as United Nations and African Union, and etc. China is always a member of a developing world and will always be on the side of developing countries. China will remain a sincere friend and reliable partner of our fellow developing countries. China will stay in close communication and cooperation with Uganda in areas such as human rights, counterterrorism, poverty reduction, and tackling climate change, and uphold common interests of China and Uganda and the common interests of the developing countries. With this, I thank you all.
Now, please allow me to invite Honorable Minister and the Permanent Secretary of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs to come to the stage to cut the ribbons for all the protocol vehicles. 3, 2, 1, please. Thank you, and please allow me to, the ambassador, please simply hand over the vehicles to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, to the Ministry of Works. Yes, this is the model of the vehicle. Okay. Thank you. Enough feelings. Thank you. 非常感谢. Okay.
Your Excellency, the Ambassador of the People's Republic of China to Uganda, my brother, the Permanent Secretary, Minister of Foreign Affairs, my brother, the representative of the PS, Minister of Works and Transport, all of you distinguished ladies and gentlemen, first of all, thank you so much for accepting to come to these premises. I know a good many of you, Your Excellency, would have preferred this function in a more colorful place. But for us who do the work of managing cars and doing concrete, this is the most colorful place. So I want to thank you for humbling yourselves and accepting to come down here. I also bring you greetings from my senior colleague, the Minister General Dr. Katumba Wamala, the Minister of Works and Transport. As you have just heard, I am the Minister of State in charge of Works. And as a Minister responsible for Works, I will be very unfair to you, Your Excellency, if I delved into what I want to say about this occasion without first letting you know how grateful we are as a country to your government and to you and the people of the People's Republic of China for the support you have given us in enabling us open up our country by paving our roads. A few years back, we had just close to about 1,000 kilometers of paved roads. As we stand now, we have close to over 6,000 kilometers of paved road in Uganda, and 3/4 of that has been done courtesy of the People's Republic of China. Your companies, your resources have been generously extended to the people of Uganda. And I can tell you, Your Excellency, today you can boast of driving from one corner of Uganda to the other corner of Uganda on paved road. I know sometimes when my guests see the potholes in Kampala, there is a risk of thinking that the whole country is like that. I want to make it abundantly clear that the Kampala situation is bad, but it's not hopeless. We are going to fix it. But the rest of the country is a lot better, albeit the challenges presented to us by El Nino. The desire, Mr. Ambassador, now that you're here, in working towards the conclusion of NDP 3, and also now that we are preparing for the NDP 4, the ambition of the country is to double the number of kilometers of paved road in the country, paved roads in the country. And I want to say to you, we are going to rely very heavily on the partnership that exists between the government of Uganda and the People's Republic of China to realize that dream. Now, coming to what brings us here today, the Permanent Secretary, Foreign Affairs, was very articulate on the significance of this occasion. But allow me, Your Excellency, to let you know that in our culture in Uganda, when you come to support a friend in hosting guests, you are promoted to a brother. You are no longer just a friend now. So you, the Chinese ambassador to Uganda, and indeed your government, have demonstrated this brotherly support towards the people of Uganda in making us manage the undertaking that we have very gloriously accepted, that is the hosting of the NAM and all the other subsequent conferences that we intend to undertake. And today, I want to welcome all of you, especially the team from Foreign Affairs, and indeed the team that is working around the clock in the transport sector to make sure that the hosting of this very unique conference becomes a success. I welcome you in receiving the 70 new maxus D90 vehicles, and this supplements the initial donation of the 70 vehicles generously given by the government of the People's Republic of China in 2019 for the use of the G77 summit. Furthermore, the government of Uganda, like has been indicated by my peers, has an additional 13 maxus D90 SUV vehicles, and these are anticipated to arrive in the country, like they correctly said, before the end of the month. It is true that the NRM government has prioritized the development, like I said, of infrastructure. But it's also critical that we will, Your Excellency, now that you've supported us with these vessels, will enhance our relation so that these vehicles are safe. And their safety is not just the physical safety here, which we can guarantee you. We also want them to be safe on the roads, and therefore, Your Excellency, you'll have to communicate back to your country that we must work very closely with Uganda the way we have been doing to make sure that there are no potholes to injure the vehicles we have donated. So we're going to do everything possible to make sure that the roads are smooth, both in the city and out of the city, and then so that the safety of the vehicles is guaranteed. We are pleased, Your Excellency, to learn that a team of experts are coming to join this. The acting PS is also a mechanical engineer, and actually the chief mechanical engineer in the country, and his responsibility is to ensure that these vehicles and those that we already have and those that will come will remain very, very good condition for the duration, entire duration of their life. And Your Excellency, I want to say that the beauty that we attach to you, me, I'm not a diplomat like the PS and his team. I am a man in charge of concrete. The beauty you attach to you is that when we partner and do things like this, you don't give us outrageous conditions. Some people would have loved to give us this, but they would have dictated us to even change our culture, to change the way we behave, to change the way we... But for you, you have given us this, and you continue to respect our values, and us to respect your values. I want to thank you for that. I want to thank you for that. And all the programs that we have jointly undertaken here as a country, why you see we find it very easy to work with you and the people who think like you is just because you respect us the way we are. And I want to pray that the rest of the people who will continue to partner with us also join you in doing things the way you do. Respect us the way we are, respect our values, respect our cultures, and we respect your values, we respect your cultures. And that will be the way to go. I want to express my gratitude again to all of you for accepting our invitation to come for this handover. And I want to assure you, Your Excellency, that our collaboration will even become stronger now, given what has happened. Just like I have said to you, a lot is expected of us and you in the partnerships that we intend to undertake in the years to come. I was told by the Minister of Education, Your Excellency, that your country has continued to extend scholarships to many children in Uganda and even adults. And therefore, that bond that is created by exchanging young people who go and study in your country and come back when they have appreciated your culture and also increased on the knowledge that they have, will help to bring that knowledge to our country and instill the kind of culture that has helped you to transform to where you are. When I heard you continue to describe yourself as a developing country, I appreciated your humility. Because if you're still a developing country, then we have a bit of work to do. And if we are at par, that again emphasizes the kind of work that we have to do. I want to thank you, Mr. Ambassador, and I will convey this to the people who assigned me this responsibility, right from His Excellency the President down to the people who are supposed to manage this. The NAM meeting will be successful. The country should know that we will be very ready by January. The country should know that we'll be very ready in everything. The security will be adequate, the infrastructure will be available now that you have catalyzed the process by making this work. Your Excellency, thank you for making it work for us. I think, having said those very many words, I want to think that we could end here by just, I don't know whether the master of ceremony has something else. Your Excellency, you know the diplomats here are very smart. They have a certificate of appreciation that they have requested me to humbly join the PS in handing to you. And that's why I told you, for me, I deal with the concrete, so what diplomacy. So Mr. Ambassador, yes. Thank you, Your Excellency. That's it. Thank you for listening to me, and I wish you all the best for God and my country.
Thank you. May we have a group photo before we depart, and then just in front where the vehicles are. And also there is some refreshment on the way as we go after the people. Please.
ne China lulimu amawanga 134. N'olwekyo emmotoka zino ze batuwadde zigenda tuyambako okusaabaza abagenyi bano okubajja ku kisaawe n'obatwala mu hotels mwe banaasula n'okubatwala e Munyonyo enkuŋŋaana gye zigenda okubeera. So gavumenti ya China yatuwa obuyambi bwa mmotoka 7, so olwaleero tubadde tuzze okufuna emmotoka ezo ezigenda otuyambako mu kutambuza abagenyi baffe abajja omwezi ogujja.
Okutwalira wamu enteekateeka zo ziri zitya okutwalira wamu? Okutangazamu kw'eggwanga.
Okutwalira wamu enteekateeka zitambula bulungi nnyo. Emmotoka mulabye tuzifunye, tugenda kwongerako n'emmotoka endala eza gavumenti ziri mu bitongole bya gavumenti, ebyokwerinda abakwatagana n'ebyo babikolako, abagenyi bagenda okusula awo wonna wonna tumaze okukola enteekateeka. Ekisaawe expansion gye twali tutandise egenda kumalirizibwa nga omwezi guno tegunnaggwako. Okutwaliza wamu enteekateeka zitambula bulungi era tukakasa nti enkuŋŋaana zino zigenda kuba successful.
Mwetaaga emmotoka mmeka?
Twetaaga emmotoka nga 1,200. Emmotoka zino wano tulina emmotoka 14 gavumenti ya China ze yakatuwa kuba basooka ne batwayo 7 mu mwaka ogwa 2020, kati batwongeddeyo endala 7 z'emmotoka 14. Endala tugenda zijja mu bitongole bya gavumenti era weeziri. Okutandika ne wiiki ejja tugenda zipaakinga e Kololo, zonna zirinda omukolo guno, tujja ziddiza abazikozesa ng'omukolo guwe.
Kituufu nti baminisita bagenda bbawa emmotoka? Kituufu nti baminisita bagenda bbawa emmotoka kuba tebaayitibwa ku mukolo guno?
Emmotoka za gavumenti zonna zigenda kukozesebwa. Tugenda kukozesa emmotoka ez'abaminisita, ezaffe ba PS ne entitled officer yenna anaaba aliwo eziri mu bitongole zigenda kukozesebwa. Kubanga bano abagenyi baliwo nnaku 10 bamale bagende, then emmotoka tuzibaddize. Si kya buvunaanyizibwa gavumenti okunoonya ssente egule emmotoka endala lwakubanga tulina abagenyi lunaku mmeka? 10. So tujja kujja ku baminisita, ba PS nange yange njiweeyo ne ba director bonna baweeyo emmotoka tukole omukolo tugumale.
Briefly, Mr. PS, just highlight to the nation the preparedness, starting with the vehicle that we've received.
We are here today to receive vehicles from the People's Republic of China. They graciously donated 70 vehicles to the government of Uganda to assist in the preparation of the 2 summits that we are going to hold. That is the Non-Aligned Movement Summit and the G77+CHINA Summit. In as far as our preparedness is concerned, the country is extremely ready to host these 2 summits. As you can see, in regard to transport, we have these vehicles, now 140 vehicles that were donated by the People's Republic of China. We have vehicles that are in ministries and departments. All these vehicles are going to be recalled to be utilized for the 10 or so days that the summit shall be running. Additionally, the airport, renovations at the airport are the tail end. They are almost complete. The hotels are ready to host. We've held several meetings with them, and they are indeed ready for hosting. We have arranged health. We have a health committee that has taken care of the health requirements of the activity. We are confident that the meeting will take place and that the meeting shall be successful.
What do you mean by government cars?
What we mean by government cars are vehicles that reside in the ministries, departments and agencies. And the vehicles we are targeting are the vehicles of the minister, the vehicles of the PS, the vehicles of the directors, and all those entitled officers. So these vehicles shall be retrieved from them starting on the 18th of December. We shall park them in Kololo, utilize them for the summit, and then return them to the entitled officers.